What's up guys, it's TechnoViking23 coming to you today with another Dragon Age Inquisition video. And in today's video we're going to be taking on the Gamoran Stormrider dragon in the Exalted Plains. This is actually my third dragon kill out of the 10 that you need for the High Dragon Slayer achievement. And you're going to go to the Fens camp in the Exalted Plains. Now, it's going to take a little bit of work to unlock this area. There's an operation you have to complete first called Clear the Rubble, which will then open up this northern area. You're also going to have to figure out a puzzle in a cave with a statue that shoots arrows into these things like next to it. You have to figure out this puzzle in order to unlock this area. But then you're going to come all the way up to the north and sort of the bog area. There are some poisonous bogs around here, so you got to watch out you don't walk into those. And here is the dragon. Now this dragon is a lightning dragon, and I will say this was kind of like the Northern Hunter fight in Crestwood. It was kind of just a big letdown. I honestly just used the same strategy here. I used all three tanks. I used Cassandra, I used Blackwall, and I used Iron Bull again. And I just had them tank the dragon the entire fight while I sat back and shot arrows at it. It seems like when you use tanks on these lightning dragons, they are melee heavy, so they kind of just stand there and use their melee attacks. They don't really bother using any of their lightning, although she does fire it off a few times and does some serious damage. The main thing with this fight was when you get her down to a certain amount of health, she will actually take off and fly around in a circle and will shoot lightning into the water, and it electrifies the water and does a lot of damage. And plus, like all the other dragons, she has this vortex attack where she draws you in. Which I found in order to deal with that, just run towards the dragon as quickly as possible, and you'll be able to get out of that quickly. Now you can see there, she just nailed me with that ranged lightning bolt, and that's pretty much the only danger that I had in this fight. But this dragon's kind of funny. You actually will hear her fly over when you first enter this area, and there's a lot of stuff you have to clear out before you actually get to her. So while you're fighting all these mobs, there's a couple rifts you have to close in the area too. She'll be flying overhead, kind of trolling you like, I might come down and eat you for a snack. I might not, and then you eventually can follow her up here to where you can finally fight her. But you can see there she's going to take off now. Now she's going to fly around in a circle and shoot lightning bolts at us. And when those hit the water, they electrify the ponds and basically make it so if anybody in your party is standing in the water, they will get electrocuted. So that's not fun. But like I said, this was a pretty easy fight. I don't know if it's just these lightning dragons are this susceptible to melee attacks and tanks, but the last two dragons I fought have both been lightning dragons, and they've both gone down very easily with this strategy. And this time, this is actually my first attempt at fighting her. I didn't need like 2 or 3 attempts like I did on the Northern Hunter. Didn't even have to use a tactical view here either. And I hope the rest of the dragon fights in the game are not going to be this easy, because I had a lot of fun fighting the Ferelden Frostback in the first in the Hinterlands. It was a nice fight that had some mechanics, required me to use tactical view and kind of dodge fireballs and some other things. But the last 2 dragon fights I've done with the Northern Hunter and the Stormrider here have been a little bit of a letdown. They just haven't seemed to require much in the mechanics department. It's just send all the tanks in and then sit back and shoot arrows at her. So, kind of boring, quite honestly. I was looking forward to a lot of these fights. I thought these were going to be epic, like 30-minute encounters, and it turns out it's like, we're just going to go in here and slowly whittle down the boss and really not have much danger at all. So, the dragons do look really cool, and it's pretty, I like the way they've done them here. They really have a, the way they move around for being such a big monster in the game. It's very well done in terms of the animation, but really hoping the rest of the dragon fights are going to be a little bit more in-depth and a little bit more difficult than this, because so far the first one was pretty tough, and then the last 2 have been kind of easy. I don't know if this is like a cheap strategy, just setting all the tanks in there, but it seems like my tanks are very durable, and just really, Blackwall by himself is just a monster. He's one of the, I think, the best tank in the game so far. Iron Bull's a little bit more offensive, and Cassandra's a bit more balanced, but overall, all 3 of them are pretty solid. And you can see here they just pretty much tanked the dragon the entire fight. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. Just wanted to bring you this dragon kill video. I'm going to try to do one for all 10 of the dragons if I can manage to beat them all, as you get a pretty good PlayStation 4 achievement for doing that. And you can see she's done, she's down, so we're going to check out and see if we got any good loot this time. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're enjoying some of the Dragon Age Inquisition gameplay here. And I will see you again next time.